Alright, guys. So, welcome back to What Would They Think, where it's a segment where I take characters from two different genres and have it be like, and talk about a scenario of what would it be like if these two characters met, or groups of characters met, and I talk about a scenario of what would they think of each other, and what would it be like if they just hung out, or, not quintessentially fight. And this time around, I'm going to be talking about, the Stormhawks. What would it be like if the Stormhawks met the crew of the Enterprise? How would that go down? They're probably wondering, which version of the Enterprise crew am I using? I'm going to be using, for this scenario, the '60s the original series, not the Abrams universe, but the original series. Starting things off is, of course, Kirk and Arrow. What would they think? I think Kirk and Arrow would be very interested in one another. Arrow would see Kirk as like this great hero, a great leader, and a very strong-willed and very capable person. I think he would like look at him and be like, "Man, I wish I could grow up to be half the guy as I do." I hope I grow up to be half as good as Kirk is. And I think Kirk would look at Arrow and be like, "Wow, for a kid his age," I think he would see a lot of himself in Arrow. A young and bright and very strong-willed person as well, and an excellent leader for his age. So I think Kirk would be very impressed with Arrow. So, yeah, Kirk and Arrow, that's a given. And just seeing them like team up to fight Romulans or Cyclonians or something of that degree, I think that would be a lot of fun. So, I guess in terms of other characters meeting, this would probably be the best one. Stork and Dr. McCoy. Stork and McCoy would be just great, because I'd love to see them just complain about everything. While Stork's by no means a doctor, he's a pilot. He and Bones have a lot of that, always look on the dark side, always, everything's a problem. Those two would be just aghast to see those two hang out and just complain about everything and just be like, "We're doomed, Jim. I'm with the doctor. We're all doomed. It's so nice to have a friend." I can't do Stork's voice, but yeah, he would. Stork and McCoy would just be constantly looking at the downside of everything, and Stork would be like, "Damn it, Arrow! I'm a pilot, not a doctor." Oh man. But yeah, in terms of like pilots who would be interested in how I think Sulu would be interested in how the Condor flies and seeing how it operates. I think Sulu would be interested in to see how Stork pilots this very strangely built aircraft, basically. But mostly, I think he would be Stork and McCoy would have a lot more in common. Of just like Stork telling I could see Stork telling McCoy all about like bog fever and all these other horrible diseases in Atmos, and he'd just be like, "Great Scott, man! How do you survive on this damn planet? I don't even know." So next up for characters like in this group meeting between the two would be definitely Spock and Piper. Spock and Piper would be a great meeting between the two. I think Spock would be very interested because obviously he's the science officer, and technically Piper's the science officer in a way. She's the crystal expert, but yeah, that's just in terms of the that's in their terms, I guess, would be science officer. So I think Spock would be very curious to see how these crystals work, and Piper just gushing over all of this, and especially talking to like this alien whom is this very human-like alien, and them just carrying on a conversation. And although, as Piper is, we all know how Piper gets when, she gets very excited about everything. And of course, if you know Star Trek, then you guys know Spock is not really isn't really a day at the beach. So Spock would, Piper would be geeking out over something like seeing the inside of the Enterprise, or talking about crystals and get really excited about it. And Spock would just be like, "Fascinating." Piper would just, her morale would just dip instantly. Oh, that would be great. Seeing those two interact. Junko and Scotty would be also really cool, of just talking about the respective ships, because obviously Junko's the engineer, just like Scotty, of his respective ship, and I think they would just kind of argue, they'd kind of bicker about which is the better ship, like, "Oh, I don't need crystals for my ship, laddie." I can't do Scotty, I just can't. But he'd just be like, "Oh, your little ship can't go warp 5. Mine can." And Junko would just be like, "Well, we got crystals." Yeah, suck it. Oh man. I don't know who among the Enterprise crew could hang out with Finn. I would imagine everyone would collectively be like, "God damn it, Finn!" Just be like, "Seriously, why do you keep him around? He's a good shot. I mean, a real reason why you keep him around, or something to that degree." But no, I would love to see them. The Stormhawks' reaction to seeing the Enterprise, a ship that can actually go into space, has a holo. Well, they don't have a holodeck, but at least this Enterprise didn't. That was Enterprise. That was Next Generation Enterprise. But I digress. Seeing them interact would just be, seeing them on the ship, Arrow, all of them would just be like, "Oh my God, how is this even possible? We can't even get in the stratosphere. What the hell? how do we do that? How teach us?" And of course, Kirk would be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's the Prime Directive. We can't do shit for you guys." Yeah. But I could see them going on some cool adventures like fighting the Klingons or the Romulans and Cyclonians or something to that degree. Seeing Repton fight a Gorn, that would be actually kind of awesome. Repton versus a Gorn, that would be that would actually be kind of badass. Anyway. But no, this would be a lot of fun. I think both teams would have a lot of mutual respect for one another. Despite being young, seeing a bunch of kids, I think the Enterprise crew, like Kirk and all of the main crew, would definitely see a lot of potential and great heroes within the Stormhawks. And the Stormhawks would look up to these guys like, man, they've seen so much and have accomplished so much, and show that if, even though they come from different backgrounds, they can be united just like our people can. So yeah, a mutual respect, and these guys would definitely have a lot of respect for for each sides, really. So this would just be an awesome team up, really. Too bad we'll never get it. Too bad we'll probably never ever get this, unless it's fan fiction. But still. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what do you think it would be like if the Stormhawks? What would the Stormhawks think of the Enterprise crew? Just comment below, let me know. Who do you think would, what would they think of each other, and what characters do you think would individually think of each other? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.